Well, folks, this I guess is the base level Z2 variant of the brand new Mahindra Scorpio-N. Till date, you may have seen my detailed reviews of the second level Z4 and the third level Z6 variant of the Mahindra Scorpio-N, but I have never got my hands on the base level Z2. Well, this actually is a very rare variant because this has got very less demand. But still, the Z2 variant of the Mahindra Scorpio-N has got some standard features which are quite surprising in this category, and best of all, this is also a proper body on frame SUV with rear wheel drive configuration, which means this is also going to be proper fun even though it's a base variant. This is your Viprajesh from Team Auto Trend channel, and we are going to check out the Mahindra Scorpio-N Z2 variant. But before that, please make sure to subscribe to our channel as we provide detailed reviews of all variants of all cars along with regular news updates as well. It is your support that keeps us motivated, so please don't forget to like and share this video. Best of all, you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter as well. Let's now get on with the review of the Z2, shall we?
This video is sponsored by Boodmo.com, the spare parts expert. Any brand, any model, any spare part, they offer only genuine quality components along with the cheapest and more expensive options all at one place for you. You can check out their website at Boodmo.com or download the Boodmo app, which is available for Android devices and iOS as well. You can search for the required spare part in the proper category from the scrolling menu on the home screen, and you can also check out the available offers displayed on the home screen as well. Boodmo also offers return and refund assurance within 10 days of purchase. If you don't like the spare part, you can return it within 10 days without any hassle. Boodmo, the spare parts expert and quite literally the one-stop shop for all your automotive spare part needs.
So friends, here we are finally with the brand new Mahindra Scorpio-N's base level Z2 variant. It's been almost a year since the launch of the new Scorpio-N, but now only we are able to get hands on the base level Z2 variant. To be honest, this does not look bad at all despite being a base level variant. However, it is still quite obvious that this is the entry level basic variant of the Scorpio-N lineup because yes, the obvious giveaway are these wheels. These are 17-inch steel wheels that are available on the base level Z2 variant, and this Z2 specifically does not have even wheel covers. So these are just basic simple looking silver steel wheels. However, you can have the option of customizing according to your needs. You can simply swap to some nice looking wheel covers, or you can simply swap great looking alloy wheels as well. So that's a good thing. Now, similar to the Z4 and Z6 variants, the Z2 does not have projector headlamps. However, the headlamps are dual barrel non-projector halogen headlamps, and similarly the turn indicators are also regular halogen bulbs. The front grille does not have any chrome or aluminium or silver detailing. Instead, you get piano black highlights on these signature slats of the Mahindra grille. Whatever variant you choose, the Mahindra Scorpio-N is still a massive butch and burly SUV, so that is unmistakable. Similar to the Z4, you don't get front fog lamps, no LED DRLs. However, you still have the option of customizing according to your needs by purchasing the parts from the Mahindra genuine parts section or from aftermarket as well. Lower down, you don't get silver finish skid plates on this base variant. That is quite obvious. Then coming on towards the side profile, you obviously can see the massive size of this massive Scorpio-N. That remains standard across all variants, no change whatsoever. Good thing is that on all variants of the new Scorpio-N, you have this all-round body cladding available as standard, including the wheel arches. So that is actually a good thing. However, you don't get body colored door handles, and neither you get body colored ORVMs. That said, these ORVMs still have the LED turn indicators, which is actually a good thing. Now, another thing to notify is that these ORVMs are not electronically adjustable. They are only manually adjustable, and these mirrors don't have internal stocks as well. I'll show you once I get inside. Another thing to be noted is that the Z2 alone does not have roof rails, and as you can see, the roof is actually quite plain looking on this Z2 variant. However, you still have the option of purchasing the roof rails from Mahindra parts section. Good thing is that, well, quite weirdly, the Z2 still offers you a shark fin antenna, which means the Z2 itself provides you an audio system. Yes, I'll show you once I get inside. Now, talking about the rear, just like every variant of the Scorpio-N, you have the signature Scorpio-N branding on the right side, and you still have the signature LED tall tail lamps, the signature tail lamps on the Scorpio N range. But these turn indicators are not LEDs. Instead, these are just regular halogen bulbs integrated into the tail lamps. Still, you have the LED tail lamps. That's actually a good surprising thing. You don't have a roof spoiler separately, and neither do you have side footsteps on this car. So that's actually a thing to be noted, obviously expected on a base variant. Similarly, you don't have rear windshield wiper, washer or defogger on this Z2 variant alone, because right from the Z4 variant itself you have rear windshield wiper, washer with defogger. So that's another thing to be noted. Still, you have a standard reverse parking sensors lower down on the rear bumper, and you have the reverse lights located lower down on the bumper, on the edges specifically, along with these reflector units. The spare wheel is located underneath the car, and that is obviously a standard 17-inch steel wheel. Alright, so these are all the exterior highlights of the new Scorpio N's Z2 base variant. Let's now check out the interior. Yes folks, right now we are inside the base level Z2 variant of the Mahindra Scorpio-N. To be honest, this looks not bad at all, as the interior reminds us of the Z4 and Z6 variants of the Scorpio-N. Still, it has got some amount of standard surprising features on this base level variant. For example, you get to see this touchscreen system over here, and you also get steering mounted audio controls. You have got all 4 power windows. That said, you don't get electronic ORVMs at all, which means the ORVMs have to be controlled manually by rolling down the windows and using your fingers to do this kind of stuff. Still, it is all right. However, one thing I find really missing on such a car, such a massive car especially, is remote central locking. You get flip keys nonetheless, but still you don't have remote functions on either of these keys, which means you have only manual central locking, for which the button is located over here on the driver door pad. Let's now start the car because it is quite very hot today. And alright, air conditioning is absolutely essential. And talking about AC, you have got manual AC over here. Similar to the Z4, you have the exact same manual AC console. However, on the Z4 and Z6, you have another option of AC Max button in this console, but that is absent on the Z2. So that's why you get 3 dummy buttons over here. But still, the AC is very effective. The cooling is pretty good even in lower levels, and that's a good thing. Now, surprisingly, even the Z2 variant offers a touchscreen system. Yes, so this is actually a 9-inch touchscreen system, which is not bad at all to look at. However, it is quite obvious that this looks like an aftermarket touchscreen system, as it does not have any Mahindra logo, and this is not even similar to the Z4 or Z6 variants in terms of the user interface. This instead is an Android based touchscreen system that is available as standard on the Z2. It does not have reverse parking camera obviously, but still it has got navigation, and you can also connect Android Auto. There is also Bluetooth connectivity, so this is pretty decent. This touchscreen system is obviously connected to these steering mounted audio controls, which is also a really surprising thing in terms of convenience on the Z2. Then talking about the instrument cluster display, this is actually a monochrome instrument cluster MID, but still this, similar to the Z4, offers you quite a lot of details, including distance to empty and other stuff. You also get time display. You also have a digital speedometer, that is the diesel emission fluid level indicator as well, average efficiency, distance to empty. So this is pretty good, similar to the Z4. Now what's absent on this car is driver seat height adjust. Only from the Z4 variant onwards you get height adjustable driver seat on the Scorpio-N. That feature alone is missing on the Z2, along with remote central locking. You get steering mounted audio controls on the steering wheel. The steering wheel itself is exactly the same unit seen on the Z4 and Z6, and it is adjustable for tilt alone even on the top spec Z8L variant. You don't get front fog lamps exactly on this car. However, Mahindra still provides you the provision of a fog lamp switch for the front, which means if you fit the front fog lamps as a part of accessories or say from the Mahindra parts bin, you can connect it to this switch to make it almost like a factory fitment. So that's a good thing to consider. Then other things on this interior include the phone storage pocket over here. You have also 2 cup holders on the center console. The 6-speed manual transmission lever is similar to other variants of the Scorpio-N. That said, the Z2 alone is not available with an automatic transmission option. All you get is the 6-speed manual gear lever on the petrol and diesel versions. This center armrest obviously has got hard plastics only, no soft fabric, no soft leatherette. It is just plain hard plastic, similar to the Z4 and Z6 and even the XUV700 base variants. However, on the Z2 you have some additional deeper storage space over here inside the center console. The reason for that is that you don't get a rear separate fan speed controller for the rear AC vents, which means this space is now empty on the Z2, so you get more additional space in the center console box. Other variants usually get only this much space, up to this level. So this is another benefit of the Z2. Then, well, other storage spaces include the decent sized glove box, no cooling function over here, no surprise, and you also get massive bottle holders in the door pockets on every door. That is also another good thing. Coming to the roof, you have the standard day-night manually adjustable IRVM, and you don't get a lighting console on the top over here for the front row, and you don't also get a vanity mirror on the co-driver side sun visor similar to the Z4. Instead, on the roof over here you have one single LED cabin console common for the second row and first row passengers. So that's all about the features over here at the front. This car does not have ESP, traction control, hill hold assist, and it does not even have a remote central locking. But still you have dual airbags, all-wheel disc brakes, ABS with EBD, and a corner stability control as well. So that's okay. Let's now check out the rear seats. Regarding the second row seats of the new Scorpio-N's Z2 variant, similar to the Z4, this looks exactly the same. The brown and black color fabric upholstery remains exactly the same. Even though in today's age, the Scorpio-N and Mahindra XUV 700 don't offer a center 3-point seatbelt for the center passenger, and neither do they offer an adjustable headrest for the center passenger. Still, the Z2 variant gets you a center armrest for the second row seats along with cup holders integrated, and you always have the option of reclining these second row chairs up to a decent level. So using this lever over here, you can easily recline up to this level the second row chairs. Both these seats are adjustable for recline. However, they don't have sliding option even on the top spec Z8L variant. Now regarding standard safety features, you have got ISOFIX child seat mounts on both sides, and you get dual airbags, ABS with EBD, all-wheel disc brakes, and manual central locking along with reverse parking sensors, and basically that's it. From the back seats, this dashboard does not look that bad. It does not look too basic. It still offers you a touchscreen system along with the triple tone theme, including brown, black, and the silver accents on the center console, which is actually pretty good. However, regarding safety features, Mahindra desperately needs to improve by providing standard ESP traction control hill hold assist along with more airbags. Yes, okay. Now talking about additional comfort features, you have rear AC vents. That's a good thing. However, unlike the Z4 and Z6, you don't have a separate fan speed blower controller for the rear AC, which is quite understandable. That said, you still get a C-type USB charging port for the second row seat passengers, which is quite an unexpected thing on such a base variant. Alright then, let's now check out the third row seats.
Accessing the third row of the Scorpio-N is actually very easy thanks to the one-touch tumble-down seat on the left side second row. Simply pulling this lever will tumble forward the left side second row chair, opening up quite a bit of space to enter the third row. That said, talking about the third row seats space, it is not actually very spacious for tall adults, and the third row seats are best suited for children and for people under 5.7 feet. The third row seats do not get 50-50 split folding function. However, you get two individual adjustable headrests along with two 3-point seat belts. But still, even on the top spec variant, the Scorpio-N does not provide rear AC vents for the third row passengers, which is actually a surprising omission on any variant of the Scorpio-N. You get a 12-volt charging socket right behind the left side third row seat passenger. So pretty much that was all about the third row seat of the Scorpio-N. Okay, alright. It is now time to check out the boot space. On any variant of the Scorpio-N, the tailgate opens towards the side, with the tailgate itself held by a hydraulic strut. Now talking about the luggage space, this has been actually a common issue across all variants of the Scorpio-N. With 7 people on board, this is all the luggage space you get. The best you can do is pack a few soft small bags over here. That said, you can increase the space by folding the third row seats. However, there is also another issue with these seats, as the third row seats are not available with 50-50 split function. They also don't have one-touch tumble-down function. Along with the second row seat folded, you can get some decent loading space over here on top of the seats. But in case if you have passengers in the second row seat, you can tumble forward the third row entirely by pulling this tag at the base of the third row.
Doing this can liberate up to 350 or 370 liters of luggage capacity. So while the overall space is decent, it is not exactly the most flexible cabin. Next up, under the boot floor over here, you get to see the tools and other stuff, including a couple storage cubby holes, ideal for small secret items. Then on the left side of this boot area, you get the same 12-volt charging socket. Next up, talking about the spare wheel, which is located underneath the body. This, as usual, is the exact same 17-inch steel wheel which is available on this Z2 variant, and this spare wheel is standard across all variants of the Scorpio-N. Now let's pop open the bonnet and check out the engine. Just like every other Mahindra SUV, under the extremely heavy bonnet of this Scorpio-N, you get to see the same 2.2-liter 4-cylinder M-Hawk turbo diesel engine. However, unlike the higher spec variants, the base level Z2 gets a slightly lower state of tune. Similar to the Mahindra Thar and the Scorpio Classic, the Z2 variant's turbo diesel engine produces 130 horsepower and 300 Nm of maximum torque through only a 6-speed manual transmission. Talking about mileage, this diesel Z2 can be expected to return up to 11 to 12 km per liter in the city and up to 17 km per liter on the highway. Now, apart from this diesel engine, there is also the option of a 2-liter M Stallion turbo petrol engine producing up to 200 horsepower. Another thing to be noted regarding the entry-level variants of the Scorpio-N is that the base level Z2 and Z4 diesel variants alone come with hydraulic power assisted steering, whereas all the higher spec variants, along with all variants of the petrol version, get electronically assisted power steering. The good thing regarding Mahindra engines is that, be it petrol or diesel, these engines are very smooth. Let's now talk about the pricing and value. So folks, that was a detailed walk-around review of the brand new Mahindra Scorpio-N's base level Z2 variant. Now this base variant does not actually provide a lot of features, and as a matter of fact, it even lacks some basic flexibility features. However, this still can be considered as one among the more affordable proper full-size 7-seat SUVs with a diesel engine option. The best part about the Z2 Scorpio-N is that it can be considered as a clean plain sheet which can be hugely customized and modified according to your taste by using either Mahindra genuine accessories or spare parts or aftermarket accessories and modifications. Do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this base variant of the Mahindra Scorpio-N. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.